just feel like kind of lost. Yeah, well, and so it's like I kind of feel that way when I'm not filming. It's almost like I'm just sort of, it's like amazing. It's like a constant amazement. But I don't do much. I really don't. I'm not. I really don't. I know it sounds terrible, but I sort of enjoy being a homebody. I like to stay at home and do nothing. I do love to travel. I genuinely love to travel. I love to travel and meet new people. But when I'm not traveling, I like to just chill.
Thank you very much.
Get a charity going or something like Ian. Sorry, I feel so unproductive.
I'm Laura from Barcelona.
You traveled far to be here. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's so lovely. She lives like down the street. She heard about it last night. Yeah.
I have a question for you. Imagine that now you are Stefan Salvatore, and what is the first thing that you like to do now? If you are Stefan Salvatore now.
Like, what? Well, immediately, if I was Stefan Salvatore right now, I would compel every single one of you in this room and I would do something. I don't need to? No. I can compel you on my own is what you're saying. I don't know what I do. I don't know. I don't know. Stefan does as the writers say. But I don't know. I think it's funny because it's like I always think about if a human like if I had abilities like Stefan, like vampirical abilities, like what would I do? Would I be so upset that I live forever, or would I be like, oh man, this is great? I don't know, I always think about how it must be interesting to be not like Damon and sort of have fun and just do whatever you want, or to be the good guy with I don't know. I think Stefan has had his years of fun now, his 150 years of like partying, and now he's finally like chilling out. But I'd probably party, to be honest with you. I'd probably go crazy.
Okay.
Compel people. Walk into a bank. You guys have good shopping here. Go buy some stuff. Free clothing.
Thank you.
Eat some tapas. What? Did you say bite me?
I'm Sarah.
Hey.
I'm from Germany.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks, and you?
Good.
That's good. My question is it hard to write as an actor?
We're in Germany.
In Cologne?
Oh, right. I think I met you. I asked you that, right? Yeah. Sorry.
Is it hard to play as an actor with sentimental scenes like you and...
The what? Oh, sentimental?
Yeah.
Like which ones?
Like Stefan and Elena.
Yeah.
Crying.
I mean, if you want to do a good job, it is, Sometimes I try to phone it in, and it doesn't work, so then I'm like, oh, man, I really gotta, all right, I gotta really feel this, I really gotta, and, yeah, it is hard. It's hard because when you're doing a film, you sort of prepare for months, and you shoot it, kind of forget about it, and that's it. We have to maintain it 8 months out of the year and deliver, and it's like doing theater. I mean, I'm not complaining, and actors do it incredibly better than me all over the world. But it is hard. But at the same time, what job isn't hard? I mean,
that's right.
Yeah. So it's hard, but it's rewarding.
And you feel like all of these things.
I mean, we try, but it's rewarding to have the ability to capture it on screen and then watch it on YouTube later.
I do with you.
No, but to capture it on screen and then have it like there, it's almost like permanently, like a painting.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Irene. Welcome to stay.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
You're having fun?
I'm having a great time. Yeah. Except I keep thinking I'm going to get pickpocketed. I'm constantly worried about, there's a lot of pickpocketing, right?
Yeah. No.
What's up with that? Why? Only a lot. Where all the damn tourists go. Yeah, I can't go there because I'm constantly stressing out. I walk around, I'm so stressed. Anxiety. But yeah, apart from that, it's great.
Right. I would like to ask you if there is any resemblance between you and your character, or you prefer, you are more the good guy than bad guy?
There's definitely a resemblance. In all sincerity and all joking aside, I think Stefan is he's like a hopeless romantic, you know. He really believes in love and, you know, being with the right person and all that kind of stuff. And I think that the way that I was raised, especially like I look at my grandparents who are like 80, you know, 7, and they're still in love, you know what I mean? And I think there's something to it, and I think that for me it's important, you know, love, and I think for Stefan it's really important. So I can definitely relate to him on that level. And then at the same time, I think Stefan is, you know, incredibly, I don't know, I think also just like growing up in New Jersey, I think I understand. I was always bouncing in and out of schools, and so I felt like a bit an outsider, and I think Stefan feels like an outsider in himself, and so I can relate to him in many ways, yeah. But I'm also a lot like David, don't get me wrong. Like I'm not all good. It can be a lot. Too much.
Hi.
Hi.
Alessio from Italy.
Hi.
My question is, who is Stefan, the bad or good guy?
Neither. I don't think there is a. I don't think there's such a thing, especially not on a show that's dynamic and changing. I think he's proven that he can do some really crappy, bad things, but I think he's also proven himself as being incredibly noble. I also don't think Damon is entirely a bad guy, and I don't think that you can sort of categorize it. And I also think that the writers are smart enough to know that people will get sick of the same thing. So they need to change it, they need to switch it. And if that means putting Elena and Damon together for a second, and then, you know, putting Stefan and someone else, or vice versa, it's going to really upset a lot of people, but it's also going to, you know, sort of make them want the opposite more. You know, you just have to sort of, I think it's just dynamic, you know, it shifts. Thanks.
Hi.
Hi.
My question is, which is your favorite book?
By far, my favorite book is, it's actually one of the first books that I ever read. Well, I used to read like children's stories, but the real first book that I ever read is Catcher in the Rye. I don't know how it translates. Okay, I can't say that. But it sounds great. El Guardián? Entre Centeno. Not gracias. Okay? I know. So yeah, that's my favorite book.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, this is the last question.
Oh, better be good.
At the end of season 1, we saw Stefan saving Damon's life. And at the end of season 2, we saw the same. So, do you think Stefan is the real hero?
Hell yeah, he's a real hero. You know, at the end of the day, Damon would do the same. Brotherly camaraderie, blood that they share, the same blood. That is, at the end of the day, Stefan I think Damon would do the same for him. So to call him a hero, you know, I think he did what was innately inside of him. I have no idea, I guess, but, oh, who am I kidding? Yeah, he's a hero. Yeah, he's a hero. Yeah, come on, let's be serious. No, it's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that, though, in all honesty.
Well, I think